What's going on, everybody? This is Cerebral4. Got another TCG online match in the standard format with Melmetal and Lucario stage 1. Man, it gets so confusing when you got so many of the same Pokemon names together in a deck. But let's see, it seems we're going to mulligan, and I don't know if what my opponent, I think he won the coin flip. I didn't see if he chose to play first or second. And we're going to open up with this Riolu here. Not the greatest opening. You want to open up with your Melmetals, of course, ready to go. Start with your attacks. But since I have a playset of these in the deck, it's pretty common that you're probably going to open with it. The good news is that we do have the switches, and we can spend an energy to manually retreat it. It's only one. Now, I've actually considered maybe now that we have the new air balloon thing, the red balloon, whatever, to include a Pokemon like Donawing's Necrozma and get that free retreat around the board. It's might actually be a decent idea, but it requires a lot of space. If I'm gonna run those cards, I'm gonna need a bunch of balloons and that Necrozma there. I mean, I also run the GX Power Plant Stadium, and that negates that guy's ability too, so we're gonna have to drop that for something else. So I guess it changes the deck a lot if I decide to run a guy like that to have that free board, that free retreat on the board. Okay, so I went with the GX attack, so now we have that 30 minus throughout our metal Pokemon. And my opponent opened up with his Pidgey. He played this Crushing Hammer, gets the heads, pretty annoying. And I am under the suspicion I'm not gonna like the deck he's playing. So he's gonna go for the Elm, get two Pidgeys and the Ditto there. Okay. It's got that Absol down too. That can be bad. The reason why I have a feeling I'm not gonna like this is because I see he has Mars in the discard pile. And that's the kind of supporter you only see people that use troll decks use, like stall, control, discard your deck, hand decks, or some people that just don't understand the value of supporters like Cynthia and Juniper and stuff, and they just like to run the straight draw supporters. But yeah, I'm not liking what I'm seeing. Uh, but we gotta do what we gotta do. I hate these stall control. They're troll decks. I don't even understand the term stall control. They're essentially troll decks in my eyes. But anyways, run you out of resources deck. So just attach another energy. We gotta wait till next turn to make an attack. Now, I guess the good news is about Melmetal at least is that once I get 2 down, I can just use his attack and get energies from the deck. And he's gonna have a little bit of difficulty if he's gonna try and keep discarding my energies through the Crushing Hammers. Unless he gets like quadruple heads and stuff all the time. Anyway, so it's gonna go with the I forgot what her name was, like one of the Sun and Moon. Yeah, Hapu, not gym leaders, but and yeah, you can see all of the annoying cards there. The little pickaxe thing. It's probably some sort of annoying deck for sure. So I don't even need to bother with the Lucarios because that extra defense doesn't mean anything. I doubt he's going to be doing damage to me. So he's going to go for that pickaxe. Okay, stacking my deck. Extremely annoying. These decks can now use that stage 1 from Sword and Shield 2, that little ladybug grass Pokemon that can do that every turn. So let's see, he decided to give me probably that frying pan there, useless card. But unfortunately for you, I do have supporters in my hand. So Steel Fist, gonna do 50. Just 10 short of a knockout, but at least I know that I can KO the Pidgeotto next turn if he leaves that there. So yeah, we gotta just kill this guy quickly. The more time he gets to set up his whatever stupid ass troll strategy is, the worse. So it's paramount that I just keep attacking every turn and getting KOs. So, of course, the typical tactic of these decks is to pull one of your big Pokemon, if you have any, and get them stuck there. The other Melmetal Lucario is a great example of this. But the great news is about my deck is that I realize this sort of a weakness, and I have a lot of switching cards. The great thing about Lana and Mallow is that it is a healing card and a switching card, so it's perfect for a deck like this. Just gives you so many functions. So we're going to be doing this. It's going to be a free switching card pretty much, since I probably don't need to heal in this game. So I'm going to start partying up the other one. If I have energies on both of those, then he won't have a really great target to pick on. I guess he could always pick on the Lucario. But, spreading my energies, it should be good because, if I have a lot of energies on my dudes, then his energy discarding tactic at least goes to hell if he's going to keep doing that. Like I've said, the good news about Steel Fist is that it gives me an energy every time I attack, so it fights back against the crushing hammers. So he's still digging. He's got all of those Pidgeottos out, so he's able to do that. He retreated the Pidgeotto the previous turn so that he didn't give a prize. Okay. Even if I get rid of the Absol, is good. And there goes Jesse and James. The card got banned in Japan, and I think it's banned in Expanded. I'm not sure, so I don't know why it's still around. It's such an annoying card. These cards, they make for busted interactions that just completely destroy the flow of the game, having a healthy game. So yeah, look at all this shit. Anyway, he forced me to discard cards, and I'm sure he's running more of those in his deck, so I'm gonna have to keep the cards in my hand, perhaps. Keep cards in my hand so that I discard the useless stuff that I don't need. But thankfully we get our first KO on the Absol there. I get an energy. And the other dude is almost ready now. Good. And I get the quick ball. I'm not going to be using this to search anything. I think I'm just going to keep letting these useless cards in my hand so that if you place Jesse and James, I'll be discarding them instead of the valuable stuff. Okay, so more and more drawing. He certainly has more card advantage than me, but this isn't exactly Yu-Gi-Oh! As long as I'm getting prizes, I think I should be okay. So Jesse and James again, really annoying. And naturally what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep Mallow and Lana. Curse that guy. It's so annoying. And he has to discard a few things too, but it doesn't matter. He keeps building card advantage with Pidgeotto. The busted thing is that when they use those Jesse and James and they discard I think it's a Weezing or an Arbok, something like that, and you gotta discard another card. And there's the Giraffaric. I've seen this card used in these kinds of decks back in the Hoopa Regigigas days. It's not really that long ago. And Energy Spinner I'm going to use because I can get energies in the deck. The other stuff, I don't need. I don't need to play it down. So we're going to go for a heavy impact. The good news is that I'm getting one-hit knockouts here. 150 is enough to KO these dudes, no problem. So get rid of that guy, keep applying pressure. Good, good, good. And now the other Melmetal is ready as well. And there is the star of the show, or the shit show in this case. That Oranguru there. And, God, I forgot about Articuno. Crap. I guess it's a good thing I powered up the other Melmetal. So now, he's going to discard all of my energies, but as long as I can switch, which I got the Volkner, I should be able to grab a switch from the deck. I'll be able to one-shot this Articuno. It's fortunate for me, it's weak to metal, so it's a one-hit KO. It's going to give me 2 prizes too, sort of speed up this process. And there's the whatever Bryson, the gym leader, and that other woman, whatever, discarding cards from my deck. That's what this deck wants to do. Bullshit ass strategy. It's extremely strong, these strategies. They're extremely strong because they've got so many options. They can just take advantage of. Just look at this shit, Lieutenant Surge. They can take advantage of that guy so amazingly because they don't get prizes. It's just too much advantage that they can generate. You know, in the past, even in the EX era, there was a deck like this. Jason Klasinski mentions it as in articles. It's called POW, New Control, or something like that. And yeah, these strategies have always existed, but they weren't as crazy as like this, and they required more skill. These ones are easier to pull off with all the cards they have. So use the Faulkner, get the switch. This is why I like running Faulkner. As you guys can see, if I didn't have that guy, I wouldn't be able to get the instant switch that I wanted and make the play. So back to the, well, back to the new Melmetal, and 2 more prizes from me. So very good. Now he's forced to promote the Oranguru. Probably wanted to get that guy a lot earlier, but I guess he struggled. I don't get why he would struggle with all that as Pidgeottos to draw it. I don't know. I'm not an expert or by all means knowledgeable with these troll decks. I've never really attempted to use one myself. You know, these decks that try to keep discarding your opponent's resources and annoying them. Okay, and Rosa. Hey, just look at this shit. Look at this shit. I'm so pissed off. Lieutenant Surge. Now he can use Rosa. It's some bullshit, man. What I don't understand, can someone please explain to me, because I really don't get it, is that if those cards got banned and expanded, how can they be allowed to be used in standard? If they got banned over there, it means they're a problem with a specific card pool. So it should be the similar case with standard. As soon as they're printing cards, it just means that they're the problem. They should get rid of them. But they just keep having them. It's the same thing with the Archie Maxi argument. They banned Maxi, but Archie that does the same effect, it's okay to leave around. Because I guess you can't make an FTK with that guy yet. Or a super lock with Archie-ups. Anyway. So the good news is that he hasn't stopped me. I'm still getting prizes. I'm down to 1 prize. I've got my switching cards. 2 Mallow and Lannas over there. So it's his last turn. He has to do something. Fucker. I'm actually surprised myself. Usually these decks end up wasting my time and then I lose. But we were a bit fortunate. Have the right answers at the right time. So he attempts to get my dude stuck again. But like I've said, I've got the Mallow and Lannas, got plenty of those to spare. Of course, he gets the fucking heads on the Crushing Hammer. So he might be able to buy a turn if I don't get an energy. But you know what? I can just keep using Still Fist and applying pressure. Yeah, that's gonna work out too. We do have quite a few energies in the discard pile. But I do have Metal Saucers too in the deck. I haven't used it. And I guess he's gonna go with the Mew there. Okay. Now let's see. Let us see. Should I just use Malon or Tantalizer? Yeah, Tantalizer it's better to keep because I can just use that to draw next turn. And Still Fist. Your time is closely coming to an end, jackass. And I think it's going to be my game. He has to discard my energies or just, if he just tries and switches me again, I've got 2 switching cards in hand. And he surrenders right there. So good game. Well, not really, but it's a good game for me. beating this bullshit deck. Hope you guys enjoyed this ass kicking as well. Thank you guys for watching as always. Zebro Final 4. Subscribe, share the video, all that stuff. And we'll say.